All right, we're live. What's up, Franklin?
Hey,
Hello, GM
Jim.
GM.
Jim.
We're back for
Yeah, we're back.
an impromptu stream. I feel like it's been like forever that we haven't streamed. There's been, I don't know how many things that have happened in the meantime. You've been like on the other side of the world. You had a whole Japan trip. And then you got
Oh,
some
that's
new
right. Yeah.
Rubik's Cube, survived another government shutdown in the US. What's
Yeah,
up, chat?
shutdown's over. It's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, a lot has happened for sure. I was able to travel during the shutdown and not get my flights canceled or anything like that. So, but now that that's not a worry. I can start traveling for sure
Do you have
anywhere at this
any?
point.
Do you have any trips planned?
Um, Maybe the Vegas trip, and not this weekend, but next weekend. There's a Formula One race. So,
Oh,
um, same person I went to Japan with asked if I was interested in going, but we'll see. I don't know. That's another short term planned trip. We planned the Japan trip in like 2 days, so we'll see how that goes. And then our Basel in Miami, um, I think that's the week after Thanksgiving. I think so. We'll see.
Max is asking, did you find your family in Japan? Oh yeah, because you were looking
Oh
for
yeah,
relatives.
I didn't really make a good effort to look.
No,
I was kind of I was kind of busy doing other stuff, and then we were only in the Tokyo area for 2 days. So once we got to Osaka, I kind of forgot about it, and I didn't really know who could help down there. But definitely would like to go. I really want to go back and meet them if that's a possibility. So
I mean that's like a
I
social
don't
media
consider
kind of
that to be the
thing.
end of the journey.
You
So
need
what
to
you say?
you need to blow up on TikTok or something. Like people need to
I
go on
posted on
like
TikTok. I was like, TikTok, do your thing.
yeah.
But like my TikTok algorithm in terms of me getting viewers is really bad unless I have a picture of a roller coaster in it. And it has to be the
It
same,
does that, right?
almost has to be the same roller coaster.
The
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. Like the algorithm knows what your audience likes, and if you kind of
Right.
derail, they won't necessarily push your content, which is yeah, you're stuck basically hard
Yeah.
roller
I posted
coasters.
about Japan. I even posted like there's other roller coasters in Japan that I rode at Universal Studios. And like normally just in my head, that was a really good roller coaster. I would love to ride it again. The wait was just way too long. But if I were like scrolling my TikTok as a casual observer and saw a different roller coaster on there, I would be happy to see, oh, Franklin posted a different roller coaster. But even that view, like going all the way out to Japan, and those views counts didn't help at all.
Did
Like
you go to Harry Potter Park? How was that? Because
at
I saw
Universal,
you
yeah,
were
there's Harry Potter at Universal, and then there's a Harry Potter studio tour in Tokyo. So there's yeah, the Universal is in Osaka. So we went to both of them. I'm not really a Harry Potter person at
you're
all,
not a
but
Potterhead.
it was really impressive. No, I don't know anything about it.
You didn't. Oh, the books were
I got a
incredible.
wand though. I got a wand from the studio as a
Oh
souvenir.
man, the books so nice. I don't know, like incredible.
You would love it out there.
I read
I
them
think there's one
all.
in London too.
I
So
read them
check it out.
all. I never went to the one in London. I lived in London for like 3 years, never went. But I recently just finished the Hogwarts game on like PlayStation. It was so fun. Brought me back.
Oh, they have a game. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But yeah, I'm not like a Potterhead, but I like Harry Potter. It was vibes when I was
There are
little.
some Potterheads in Japan, and it seemed like they came from all over the world too. It was definitely a diverse mix of people at the studio. They
I
were
mean,
dressed up in their
it's a wild
down.
community. It's
Hmm.
yeah, it's wild. We
Yeah,
got some people.
I felt like I was in the movie, so that it was really good.
How are the drinks? Were they like alcoholic? Because I know they're serving like these beers, the all the potion drinks.
I had butter beer. I thought butter beer was actual beer, but it's not. It's just butter.
Ugh.
It's like a buttery. I don't know if it's like any like carbonated soda type drink. Maybe it was. I kind of forget, but I remember the butter part. So that's all I had to drink there.
Intense.
Um, at the um, at the studio tour, they have a few restaurants, so there's plenty of different drinks to have. We did a tea time, which was different. Like they had different like food. It was like a little Christmas tree type thing of food where there's like little portions and each portion was like specially themed to a part of the movie. Um, I just had like they have like this green melon drink, so I had that. It wasn't like a Harry Potter themed drink because I've seen it at other places,
Honestly,
but
I've been.
it's like their soda.
They're not that good. I went to a Harry Potter cafe in Hanoi in Vietnam, and it was like it was nice, take pictures, but not like amazing. By the way, I want to say what's up to the friends in the chat. What's up, Koopa,
What's up, chat?
Hilson? If you're watching from like Twitter, just head over to Twitch. Like it's so much better. We're also like building some fun sort of like bots and things to make it like more enjoyable. So yeah, just head over to Twitch and sub. It's so much better. I feel like Twitter isn't like really investing anything into their streaming infrastructure. And also,
No,
what's up, people from pumpfun? Because I know that Franklin, uh, you connected your pumpfun, right? So we're live on there.
yeah, it should be on and popping there. I muted my screen. Yeah, I see myself on there now. I just switched over.
Yeah, Max is
I have
saying get on
15
Twitch.
viewers. That's like a record. Oh my
That's
gosh,
pretty good.
nervous.
What's
It's
up,
probably because
everyone?
I haven't streamed in a while. Yeah,
They're coming to
and
see my
creator capital
psyduck.
markets are.
They're coming to see the
I'm
psyduck
going.
in the back. That's what it is.
That's true.
It's
That's
my
yeah. That's
beautiful
what they're
psyduck there. Yeah, I mean, when I buy, I just thought, you know what, like it's so cute. This is probably gonna, appreciate in price. I should probably wrap it up, but I prefer having it there, like just chilling.
Wait, I can't see it. Which sign is it? You had to move the camera.
Wait, let me go get it.
Okay. Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main character for this episode.
Look at that.
You should just leave it there and talk behind it. And it'll be me talking to your
My psyduck?
and then I should start talking. Yeah.
There you go.
That would get a lot more viewers. No, I'm just joking.
Thanks. All right, well, let's try. Let's give it a try.
All right. What's your name?
Psyduck.
Hi. How's it going? My name is Franklin. Can you zoom out a little bit? I think your nose is touching. There it is. All right.
Are you saying I got a big nose?
So, what are your thoughts on the market? Did you long like your nose, or did you short like your hair?
I don't know. I've been like touching grass lately.
Oh,
I don't know. I
yeah,
haven't.
that's probably a good idea.
I haven't been. No, I haven't been trading. Haven't been trading much. Market's been like a bit chaotic.
Yeah,
Feel
it's
like
a good time to touch grass.
just managing my spot. Threw in some in the Mega ETH pre-sale. Psyduck got in.
Oh yeah,
Psyduck,
ETH.
yeah. Psyduck got.
Did they allow ducks in Mega ETH, or
Yeah,
I heard it was
apparently
like US?
got some aloe in there.
Don't you think it's a little bit controversial that the duck can get aloe, but ICOB gets all of his refunded?
Yeah, but Duck didn't tweet and like brag about hedging his position on the timeline openly.
I wonder if the chat trusts Duck to hold. Is Duck a good community member?
I don't know.
Because apparently they don't know how to sell. You don't know how to sell. Maybe you do know how to sell, and you're tricking me. But
Duck is
maybe
confused.
you're like a oh my gosh, this duck is like staring me in the face.
Yeah, people are seeing the way this duck is staring at me.
Duck, are you gonna blink anytime soon?
No.
Or is this how it's always going to be for the rest of your life?
Yes, pretty much.
Oh man, need some eye drops. Duck would never miss a trade. I'll guarantee you that. Like he's not going to miss it. He's not going to sleep on his backs. He's always going to be awake, watching.
Yeah, but no, he's chilling. He's just like a little. Like Psyduck gets migraines and stuff. That's why he's worried, and he's just like staring into your soul.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, hi, I'm back.
All right. Nice to meet you, Doug. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I
It's
think
gonna.
I think my Pump Fun viewers tripled because of that. So I'm proud of you for making that happen.
Really? Well, what's up, people?
Oh no, it went down to 13. I was joking.
Oh
But
no,
we can pretend it's like 130 instead of
it's
13.
okay. It's okay.
You never know. They could be in a classroom during a college class and they have it up on the screen, so the entire classroom could be watching it.
In college, imagine that.
Yeah, they're
Today
learning.
I went to the
Learning
mall
about blockchain.
and they were like you need to like Virgin. I mean, it's just like electronic stores, and they had some screens in display, and it was literally like a desk and like some four screens, and they had some like charts open up. So I guess they're like trying to lure in like crypto people in Dubai.
Wow,
Yeah.
man,
Um,
I would have loved to do that only because that would have been 2011, 2010, 2011 time frame, 2009. Um, then I would be super rich by now if they just
yeah.
gave me those tools.
Yeah, but like not everybody that got in crypto like that early is,
Yeah,
retired for life and has retired their lifeline. Like, I mean, the friends that like were buying like were buying stuff online that was illegal with a lot of bitcoins don't have the keys to those wallets anymore, and there's like no way to get them back. No
that
way.
sucks. I
Like
I think
lots of Bitcoin.
we should start over and give everybody a fair shot, so that and let them know like, hey, this is Bitcoin 2.0. You shouldn't lose these keys.
I don't know. It's a bit late for that. But if I could
Oh
turn back
man,
time, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the first thing I would do. Although it's interesting because, like, I mean, I don't know if you've been seeing the news. The UK is trying to like hyper regulate crypto usage. I think like we're gonna be seeing a whole wave of new laws happening up in Europe. I don't know how people are gonna be surviving. I think the UK is saying you can hold maximum like 20K in stable coins. every
wow.
every crypto transaction is gonna have to require identification. Like what the fuck?
Well, that would help the case for a new crypto or a new technology. Um, yeah, it's interesting how different parts of the world are going in different directions with that. But the reason why crypto started, I thought, was because people were upset about how the modern banking system was working in terms of transaction and anonymity and anything else beyond that.
But nobody
So,
knows who Satoshi is, right? There are
right,
like could have been the CIA or some side government agency. You don't
right.
know. Yeah, you've got people in the chat. It's Gifford saying, "Hi Franklin, big fan. Don't get canceled."
Oh, I don't know if I've been canceled.
have you
I
been Have you
don't know
been
if you want to
canceled?
talk about. I don't know if you want to talk about the ICO Beast thing. I haven't gotten canceled. I guess. Well, I lost my account. It was suspended, so you can count that as being canceled. I think what happened with me is just um, you had a lot of board apes when board apes were expensive. So when they went down in price, it kind of killed my motion in terms of that sphere. And then I did lose a lot of money suddenly and on chain, but it wasn't because I lost the allocation. But so I sort of can relate to losing a lot of money with a high profile account, but just not in that way. So I don't know if that counts as being canceled, but I have I have gone through a sort of traumatic experience like that when you have a lot and then you don't have a lot, whether it was on paper or in reality. That's another different thing too. Like you didn't get the money yet, but yeah, it's it's been
I
a
mean, you saw the
crazy
numbers,
24 hours
right? That's
to
the
be the main
thing.
character.
You see those numbers. It's
Yeah.
rough. Yeah. Um, there's a question for you actually. What's your favorite crypto coin? And if it would 420x, what would it smell like?
Well, my Twitter's PumpFunGuy. So if that 420x, uh, that would be great. I would love that. and it would smell like glitter and rainbows and lavender, lemon, all that. If you combine all that together to one smell, that's what it would smell like.
Hmm.
Even this junky room with all the junk behind me would
Smell
smell
like
like that.
lavender.
Yeah.
You know what you should get? One of those like essential oil diffusers. It would make
Oh,
your
that's a good
room
idea.
smell like incredible. I'm gonna send you one. I'm gonna get you
Thanks.
one of those. It's like this little thing, couple drops, and then your room is like transformed, can smell like a spa. Incredible. Incredible. Just a few things.
That's good.
Yeah, Funky Beast is saying solid answer. It's pretty good. So how
Yeah,
does
if
one
that 420x, yeah, I wouldn't hear from me on here again. I would be no. If you did hear from me, so that's the conundrum, because it's like, okay, when you make a lot of money and then you're on crypto Twitter, you kind of see, this is how it can relate to ICO Beast. You kind of tend to feel like you're better than everybody else and feel invincible, and you want to prove that you are correct and that you deserve the money and that you're entitled to more. So you become to think that all your takes are correct, and you start getting more bolder and bolder. Um, but then it's like, okay, how far can you go in terms of wanting to prove to everybody how successful you are without revealing any compromising details about yourself, because you don't want to get robbed or anything. And then also, like, you still wanting to be relatable to the majority of crypto who doesn't have that much who doesn't have that much money in their name.
I feel like this happens a lot. It's like the classic case of like, the drug dealer that gets like too loud and too flashy and just, suddenly makes like a lot of money fast and quick and like very questionable ways. And then suddenly, he just can't. The ego is too strong and
Yeah,
you need to show off and you have to like buy the car and then you get fucked because you're not laying low and you're getting attention and stuff. I mean, I'm not
right.
the same thing, but
That was
it's
my that was my issue. Like, the attention to me was worth more than the money, but it shouldn't be that way. I mean, now it's easy. Now that I have a smaller account, not as much money as I used to have,
but
I
you're
can get
still
away with
going.
it. So, but yeah, if I ever get that much money again, especially if PumpFun 420x's, I gotta I gotta do better in terms of laying low.
That's the thing, right? Like, unless you're Anon, like, would you actually brag? Is it smart to brag on like social media about what you have? And I know all these like ecom bros and whatnot. Like, it's always like, oh, I made like 100 figures this month. You know what I mean? Like, my business is printing. Is that really something that you want to be advertising? It's not very classy, first of all, to talk about how
Yeah,
much you have. It's very nouveau riche. That's just one thing that, yeah, it's just not really good.
and then
Not a
you'll
good
feel
thing to
pressure to
do.
prove it because people would doubt it, and so you got to prove it, and then that you open yourself up to more scrutiny by trying to, you know, now you have to overshare at that point.
Yeah, no, 100%. And then the thing is, like, if you want to get to those levels of wealth, like, you have to change your environment. If you want to be around wealthy people, you have to change the way that you perceive money and how you talk about it. There's like, ways of living that are not going to be the same. And one talking about how many zeros you have in your bank account, it's not going to really get you in those circles of people that have been living in that kind of way. So you do need to adapt. And I feel like crypto is really lacking that, like, way of living. Honestly, they're so tasteless and lack manners. Sorry, no offense, but like, it's something that is really missing, right? Like, yeah, you can have so many zeros in your bank account, but if you don't have manners, you're not going to be part of that circle that you want to be. You might be able to afford a Richard meal, but then, you're someone that's wearing a really ugly watch. Yeah, so that's just like how things are. There's a lot of, and this is going to sound like super snobby for me, but it's just the fact. You have to elevate, and talking about how much money you're making, it's just kind of stupid. Why would you want to
Fair.
do that? And also, like, shout out to Funky Beats for like clipping on Twitch. Appreciate you. I need to see what why are you clipping,
Nice.
or just like talking
Like
shit.
that.
By the way, this is just us. I was like yeah, I finished dinner. I was coming home. I'm just like, you know what? It's been a while. I haven't like streamed with Franklin, and we always have such a good vibe on stream. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's just go live for a bit. It's been a while. Like
Thanks,
we had to
thanks for inviting
debrief.
me.
Yeah, we had to debrief like the trip. And then I don't know. I don't even know what's happening in the market lately. I've just like, no, I wouldn't say checked out, but I'm not like zoomed in anymore. I don't know about you guys. Like, are you guys bullish? What's your
I'm bullish. I was actually bullish. Somebody was in my DMs um on Instagram, and they didn't have any posts, but they said they remembered me from Ape Fest. So I was like, oh, I remember you too, but I'm trying to like, in my head trying to remember it.
was
Hopefully,
it true
hopefully
or was it
it
like
doesn't. No, it was a real person
facts?
because
Okay.
other people followed them, but they were like, "Are you bullish or bearish about the market?" I was like, "I'm bullish because the tariffs might go away, and then obviously I didn't think about the shutdown ending, but the shutdown ending I think was a really big catalyst for today's and yesterday's pumps, and then the tariffs ending. Um, if the Supreme Court, this is United States talk. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit too
No,
native
it's actually
nativist here.
interesting
But in
because
America,
I know nothing. I mean,
yeah,
not
the
that I
Trump,
know nothing about it, but I'm like, me in politics, honestly, blah.
yeah,
Like, I've never voted in my life.
yeah.
Always
I got a story for
delegated.
you to share. So I got a story for you. So I can flex my Rubik's cube.
Oh my
So this Rubik's cube
god, yes, it's
it has
insane.
11 things on each side, so you can twist it, mess around with it. But anyway, I ordered it online, and it was like $100 something. And when it arrived from Europe to an airport here in the United States, it like it emailed me. DHL emailed me and said I had to pay a fee. So basically, I had to pay the tariff. Like it told me how much I had to pay. So I had to pay another extra like $50 or $60
What the fuck? It's
just
like
to just to,
50%.
for them to accept the package and send it
50% of
up
your
the street.
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. So I felt the extent of tariffs, and it's not like the government. Yeah, the government's making the money, but then I paid the government for it. So
Are they
our
that
government
are
for it.
they that high? Is it like 50%?
Whatever it was, I mean, I'll do the math because I wanted to post about it on Twitter, but I wanted to make it like a viral post, so I didn't want to just like casually do it and have like 5 people view it. So I have all the information in terms of what I bought and the email about how much I paid the tariff. Like it was like 3 in the morning. It was like super. Like I would have missed it if I had woke up the next morning. And they said if I didn't pay it, they would ship it back. So
At
it
3 in the
wasn't it
morning?
wasn't even in the like final checkout when I bought it.
Wait,
It
wait,
was a
wait,
few
wait.
days later.
So they're like messaging you at 3 in the morning to tell you that you have to pay new tariffs that have just been imposed. And if you don't, they ship it back.
Yeah, I mean, I probably had like 2 days to pay it, but yeah, it had nothing to do with me ordering online. Like I ordered online, paid. I have to look back again. I think I paid shipping for it because I could track it on DHL and it flew overseas. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get it, whatever. And then suddenly when it landed, they said, oh, you have to pay this extra fee or we're going to send it back. So that had to be a tariff. It wasn't like, why else would I be paying DHL or whoever extra money?
That's so
So I
messed
think when
up.
DHL, when the cube arrived in the United States, they're like, "Hey, we need to take a tax on that. Take a tax for that."
Oh, that's
And
so
DHL is like, "Well,
fucked.
we're not paying that. Like Franklin has to pay that. He's ordering it." So that's how tariffs work. Like that's people like to say, "Oh, the government makes money off of like United States makes money off tariffs," but I have a real world example of literally they pass the cost directly to me, and I have to pay the extra money
So
for
it's a
my
scam.
nerdiness.
Just a scam, basically.
Yeah, so like that's the extra added cost for us. Like we're paying taxes. So when that gets taken away, that should help. That should help crypto. Like then that $100 that I have, I could go throw it into Solana and pump everybody's bags. Zcash, throw it in the Zcash
Yeah, what's up with
along
privacy
in the Z.
coins? Honestly, I haven't looked. I did see charts in the mall because I was like walking through that store. Oh, what is it? Like my trading view is asking me to verify my personal information. I thought I did this. Ugh, I need to do it now.
Hopefully it's not a scam. Make sure if you
No,
type
no,
in
it's the app.
your password.
They're not. This is so annoying. I can't do it now. Like, just let me just look at a chart. The fuck? What the
I got
fuck?
logged out of all of my I was on Google Chrome a couple nights ago and everything logged out. Like when I went to TradingView, I had to log back into TradingView. It was so weird. But it was on every site. It wasn't just on TradingView. I don't think I got hacked or anything. I hope I didn't get hacked, but every single account required me to re-enter a password. It was just weird. Like I didn't reset my history or anything. It's just
Maybe you just like cleared your
I might have
cookies
done it.
and cache and all the stuff.
Yeah, I might have accidentally clicked that somewhere, but
Mm.
it's rare that it happens because I shouldn't be giving out my security details on the stream. Let's
So
just go with I log out of everything every single minute.
yeah,
Pretend I didn't say that story.
this
But yeah,
happens to
basically
me.
I had to log in over again.
I'm gonna, since like we're talking about getting canceled, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, let me just show the. I'm gonna screen share a bit here so that we can actually see what we're talking about. Wait, let me just bring up this. Screen share. Here we go. So this was like the infamous tweet that got obviously a lot of attention here.
How many views does it have?
Like 500,000.
I put a tween bet on Saturday, which was like
Oh,
it already gone viral. It was like at 380 something because I had previously written in the comment to ICOB. So I was like, let me find the controversial tweet because I kept seeing everybody talk about it, but I couldn't find the tweet. So then I replied to like a random tweet of his. I gotta go find it, and then it was already at like 380K, but it was already a day in. So I was like, okay, if I put a tween bet, it's probably not going to keep going up. So I put 500K, but it didn't hit. I don't think it hit 500K, and it would have had to do it by yesterday anyway. So that's interesting that it topped out at 450. But yeah, it went viral for sure. Like that's not a low number at all.
yeah. I mean, Mega is like the hottest thing right now with, I guess,
Yeah.
currency coins. So what he was saying at the current pre-market
Oh
prices.
no, wait, that's the one that Kobe replied. That's the one. Okay, that's a different one.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, that
different
one
one. You would
was
be
yesterday.
seeing.
Yeah, the one about the airdrop farmers was Saturday. So that was, or maybe Friday, but
Yeah,
that was the first big one, and then that was the second big one right there. That's the one about him shorting.
yeah, here, pretty much. And this got him like removed
Do
because
you
technically
think that was a joke or that was truth when he wrote it? The second one
this
that says
one.
update. No, the one that says update right underneath it. Do you think he knew at the time that it was revoked, or do you think he was just joking? Because he had written something similar to that about Monad, I believe, or another TGE.
No, the
Because,
founder made an announcement. They announced that they made an announcement that basically his allocation would be removed.
but I think
But
he
I don't
wrote
know.
like
Maybe it could be.
see what time he wrote that at. I
Yeah.
think he was joking with that one.
Mm,
Like it wasn't announced at that time. So either he was joking or they told him privately and he snuck it in there as a reply before it went big. Because he did something similar to that with Monad, I believe. Like he was just joking, hey, if you flood the project will just yank away your allocation. So I thought that he was
I don't know.
joking at that point,
To be
and that's when I
honest,
went to sleep and woke up and boom, it's
I'm not
gone.
sure. Mm,
But yeah, it's
I was a bit. I was touching grass a little bit this weekend, but
yeah,
yeah,
it
there's
was
so
a
much
touch
FUD
grass.
around this allocation. I mean, around this ICO, there's been obviously people fudding the team for allowing Kook because he has a really bad ETH score, but he's like apparently close to Brett. So people are just like pointing out and are upset at the favoritism. But the thing is, like, you're just upset because you didn't get it. I mean, regardless of whether like Cook has a bad score, like he has so many more votes than anyone that has been fighting him at the end of the day. So, thing is, the guy has mindshare. That's kind of what you
Does
want. And
that
he's locked. He's. I think he's like locked. He locked himself up for. He's like locked up for a year.
so Kook I think you explained to me before the stream. if only U.S. citizens are locking up their tokens, so does that make him a U.S. citizen,
No, you
or
could
did
also
everybody else have
choose.
to lock up their
You can choose. So U.S. citizens where obviously it's enforced by law, so they had to be vested for a year. But I think Cook is like
tokens? Okay.
Canadian, so I think he did it by choice. But like I got the choice to do it. Anyone else could decide whether they would want to lock up their allocation for a year. I don't know if to be honest,
And was
I didn't
there?
really look into it. I hate being vested. Like, why would you
Yeah.
choose doing
Is
that?
Oh, okay. Because then there's like, okay, do you get
Oh
bonus for
yeah, you
locking
get
up?
a
Like,
10% discount. You get a 10% discount if you,
oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
And then if you're in the United States, do you still get the 10% discount, or it just didn't matter?
I don't know, to be honest, I didn't check. Um,
Yeah.
I would assume. I
Okay.
mean, I guess I would assume you did. Just I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of
I need
yeah.
to
There's a lot
look
of
into it,
questions
but
and a lot of discussion
sorry,
about.
Americans. I, you know, didn't look into it, but I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, it would be outrageous if like you would lock up for a year and you got 10% discount, and then those that had to be, by force just didn't get that benefit. That would be insane. Um,
Well,
yeah, I managed to get a
yeah.
small. I got the 2.5K allocation, so I'm pretty happy. That was cool.
That's good.
I had like a bad bun or two, I can't remember, and I traded some of the NFTs. Honestly, my ethos score isn't like, it's not like it's bad. It's just neutral. So I don't know. I don't think that counted, but I guess my account. What's up, Shinobi? Um, so yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Honestly, it's a pretty high valuation. 1 billion is high. I do expect it to pump at launch, but again, long term, it's tough, right? To think long term in these conditions. So let's see. But definitely bullish, and I mean, if you could, you definitely had to try. If you had some like a liquid laying around, so it's yeah, it's definitely one of those. I don't know. There's not much else happening right now in this space, to be honest. Is there?
No, this will take up a ton of mind share. At least from what from what I saw in the last couple hours or so, trying to catch up on stuff.
I think Echo
Yeah,
is a
it's
great platform,
pretty
though.
much. So how does Echo work? Is it anybody that's in any crypto, regardless of KYC or anything, they can just become a accredited investor?
Um, yeah, pretty much. You join, you sign up. You need to pass a. Obviously, you have to KYC. You have to answer a few questions, which is kind of the same as when you're, setting up an account on any, trading platforms, interactive brokers, whatever, and you name it. You still have to answer a bunch of questions that determine whether you're fit or not to invest. Once you do, then you have access to various pre-sales. There's groups that you can join and so on, and so it gives you access to private equity and certain deals that you wouldn't necessarily have the chance to if you didn't have the network or weren't an accredited investor. So it's cool. It democratizes investments, and yeah, it gives people opportunities, and it's cool. It's well done, to be honest. Like the UI UX is nice. I haven't like played around with it too much. Mega 8 was my first. I guess I don't know. Angel investment. You want to call it like that?
Yeah, you can change your bio to what my bio says, just like LARP as a VC.
As an
Sorry, as a
angel,
trainee. Right.
oh,
Just LARP as a VC, LARP as an angel. Just put all the
independent,
keywords in your bio.
independent BC. Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
I wish I didn't honestly invest in those like companies. It's not my first. It's not my first investment in crypto. That's not like crypto itself, but yeah,
I'd never done
hurts
it.
to think.
My background wasn't even in business or anything like that. So any sort of any sort of exposure that I get
You're
to
like
that
a
field.
PumpFun seed investor, Franklin.
Right. So the fact that I somehow, after all that I've been through with my crypto journey, somehow got into that was a very huge accomplishment. I just don't know. how else I would become a seed investor in anything at any point in my life. Somehow I got that one. So I'm gonna ride that. I'm gonna ride that wave
I
until
mean, you're
until the
you're
water
allowed.
dries up.
I think you're allowed. And
That's
easy saying in the chat here, time to long Bored Ape Yacht Club. Why? Is it time to board? Why are you buying? Why is it time to
let
long?
me check the floor price. I gotta check the
You
floor
want a
price
screen
to see
share?
where it's at. Yeah, let me share my screen. Um,
Why is it long? I don't know. Last time I checked NFTs, I mean, I don't even want to think about it. Let me
can
know.
you see it? Oh well, it's up. It's up today. Azuki's up 7.91%. So like the market for these
Some
top
green.
volume top volume NFTs pretty good. Um, Bored Apes. I'm a little bit disappointed in the floor price because for the longest time, if ETH is like 4,000, then this is like what 25, 26, $27,000. The longest time Bored Apes were like 40 or $50,000. So it's a little bit of a discount from there. I think it could go back up. Um,
To where?
I think if it hits 100K, that's a really serious bull run, and that's not nearly, of course, the all-time high. But when it hit 100K the first time around, nobody expected it to happen. So
But
whatever
the
mind share that
market
it would take to get
conditions
to
were a
100 is
little bit
great.
different. No?
Yeah, yeah. Things have changed. Um, I think I think the whole community has to like embrace NFTs again. And the thing was profile pictures back then. That was probably the biggest flex of an NFT. But it seems like just the way crypto Twitter operates, you don't need an expensive profile picture to have good engagement, to have influence. So that sort of took away that main utility. So other utilities that pop up with NFTs could help drive Catalyst. Um, I thought Pudgy Penguins would be next in terms of like, which they were. They hit wait, they hit Pudgy Penguins hit like a 35 E floor this time a year ago when Pudgy was dropping,
Yeah.
or the token on Solana Pudgy was
That
TGing.
was almost a year ago
Yeah,
in December.
yeah.
Crazy times.
I was hard fudding it. I was like, it hit 100K. That was I just mentioned that as the goal for apes. It hit 100K. You should sell it. And people were like, no, shouldn't sell it. And I'm like, if there's anybody that could tell you how NFTs go up and down, it will be me. Like literally, there's probably no other person in entire crypto Twitter that has a unique perspective on how it works than I do. So I was like, sell it, and people were like, no. Um,
Did you get
if you held
canceled?
Pudgy, yeah,
Did the
if you
Pudgy community cancel you?
yeah, they canceled me, but they didn't cancel my brain. But yeah, I hope things go back up because I need the OpenSea airdrop. Well, I don't need it, but I want it. I
Were you
want the
using
OpenSea airdrop.
Blur?
Yeah, I used Blur a lot after 2020. No, late 2022 is when I started using Blur a lot. But up until then, I used OpenSea a ton. So
I
hopefully they
like
give
the
me.
UX, honestly. They missed the boat because they're so late. I mean, they should have released all those updates like decades ago.
Right.
But like, it's nice. There's a little sound when you sell and you buy. It's like so cool.
Oh,
The
interesting.
animation, I really like the UI UX. It's just who's trading NFTs, not me anymore. Like, sorry, too late.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that both NFTs and meme coins would take off because now it seems like meme coins are a little bit of a bear market.
Bro,
But
trenches are so dry. Like,
but I
what's
since I changed
left?
my whole yeah I changed my whole personality to pump fun guy, so now I have to be pro meme coins
Yeah, sorry.
uh,
Okay.
as a core
So
principle.
what's happening with PumpFun? What's the latest? That obviously, it, like
They
the
did the spotlight, the
yeah.
pump spotlight. So I think
I mean, it's hard to
they're writing like
sustain,
long
you
form
know.
articles about different coins. That's the last thing I've heard. The airdrop is supposed to be coming. I don't know when. I think what I like to look at is I used to look at the 4 billion market valuation as the the TGE price. Like if it's above that, then it's good, and if it's below that, then it's bad. But then also, I think the price of it in Solana too. I think if Solana, I think it was at 4 billion when Solana was $160. So as long as the ratio of that is higher than what it was before, I'm happy. And it is higher than it was at TGE right now because Solana is higher, and but Pump is a little bit higher than that. So I'm happy. I'm good with it, and it's still bringing in like 6-7 figures a day. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
let me know when
bringing
you
in
wanna
six seven
share
figures a
again.
day. So I'm pretty happy about that. Each time somebody trades, Pump Fun token, like my bags get a little bit thicker. So until they buy, until they do the buybacks of the token, but then start over the next day.
Yeah, because they're still doing buybacks. What's happening with the whole streaming thing? Because are they still like onboarding new streamers? It's obviously hard to maintain that level of like hype over time. So it goes in phases. Like I don't think anyone is expecting them to like be always at that kind of level of energy. But obviously
Yeah.
it's a wave. Everything just kind of slowed down a little bit. Like what's happening? Are people still
Yeah, I think it's a wave. It's one of those like 2 months ago, everybody wanted to stream, everybody wanted to get creator rewards. You could just start a stream and instantly get like a couple $100 in trading fees. You probably can't do that now.
I got rugged a few times
But
on those.
yeah, that's the other downside to that too. So
Like
when people
buy some
started saying,
like
"Oh, I got rugged,"
hamsters on a wheel.
yeah,
The guy
I mean
promised
it was
to put a
yeah,
new wheel and he didn't. If it held awesome high and
it's,
it rugged and I lost money.
it's good
But it was
entertainment. I
funny.
think you could come up with creative ideas to have entertainment, but you have to cross over to okay, how does that make anybody money? So yeah, you can watch and laugh at the videos, but if you're also gambling and trading on it, trying to get a 2x or 3x, then that sort of adds a little bit more stress to your viewing experience and makes you, after a couple funny things, it would have been funny if it was on Twitch or you're just scrolling through like an app or something and money wasn't involved. But now that you're down, $100, $200 after after watching it, you question
My soul.
was the entertainment worth the investment. And so
I
I
don't
think it
know.
has to be a
Don't
little bit
feel
of mind
anything.
share.
I'm numb.
Yeah, it has to be a little bit of mind share change in terms of is watching the stream worth it if you're also going to buy and gamble on it, or should you just watch for the entertainment? And if you're watching for the entertainment, then you're not trading. So then if you're not trading, then that sort of defeats the purpose of a streaming
Yeah,
coin.
then what are you
So
doing?
yeah, so I think we're hitting like that little like chicken and egg thing. It's like a little cycle. It's like okay, you stream, you sell a coin, people buy the coin, and people watch the stream. But if nobody's buying, then why stream to begin with? So then you lose interest all over. So it's just cycles. So once people start streaming again, people think, okay, I can make money again.
What's your about streamers and creator coin? Like, did you see? By the way, what's up, Looper? What's your take on Trust? It's this new platform, and they onboarded Neon, and Iggy Azalea is like advising them, and I think they raised like $500,000 for his token. So they're trying to do some celebrity coins
Yes,
without rugging. I don't know how that works.
I think okay, in crypto, if you have a big name, you can extract, you can make money. I think that's the easy part. So of course, when you have a big name like Neon, not Leon, Neon, and Iggy Azalea launching a crypto platform after they've already hard launched each other, like of course the mind share is very high. So when you launch a money making platform, people will send money. So that sort of behavior in crypto has always been there for the longest, where somebody famous goes viral and then they tokenize themselves or make money off of it. I don't think that is something new. So once the hype, of course, we say that for every project, once the hype dies down, um, are we still going to be looking at Thrust to say, hey, we should buy these celebrity coins, we should buy this celebrity's project? Like how many of those are we going to be getting into? Or is it just going to be one that was very hyped?
I don't know.
Do we have the capital
I
to
guess
do
if it
that?
does well, his friends are gonna join and they're gonna be like, you need a proof of concept, right? You need to have one
Yeah.
person that takes the risk and goes and starts. Um, and yeah, and then
I
you
mean,
see.
streamers. This isn't the first time a streamer has sold something to their audience.
No, it's
So
not.
that's where it's like, okay, what's the difference between going to buy Thrust and going to buy OnlyFans or a product that they endorsed on their social media, like an Instagram or something, or an ad that they read on Twitch? What exactly is like at the end of the day, it involves us sending money to a platform and they get a cut of it. So
I mean, you're
that's
buying a
pretty much
coin.
the end of the game.
You're
Yeah,
buying their coin,
yeah. And they
gambling on
will.
them.
I'm assuming that they're not doing it for free. If they were doing it for free, they could just do pump fun, I guess. They could
Yeah,
come
for
back
sure.
over.
The thing is, what I think it's interesting is that, so I think the pre-sale was open for, he was trying to raise like 1.5 mil. I'm not sure exactly of the numbers. The thing is, they managed to get half a mil, which is not that much, to be honest. And I think it's interesting because at the end of the day, Neon has a massive audience, but his audience isn't necessarily crypto, right? Isn't necessarily CT. So there's a bit of a mismatch in terms of like targeting, right? Like you are, yes, you're big, you have a brand, but your brand is, catering to a certain type of person, which is not necessarily going to be crypto native or whatnot. Like we cannot assume that everybody has crypto descent and wants to participate in this or knows even how to do it, right? So I just
Right.
think it's quite interesting seeing these celebrities come in and really, you know, attempt to do this. Just curious to when it's gonna launch. I don't know if it's launched yet. At the end of the day, if they bring attention, if they bring liquidity, like if they do this well, why not? I haven't researched enough, but I do find it interesting. It is, as a creator, I think it's a massive risk. You must be probably getting paid and compensated quite well to be like the first one to be kind of the face, right, to this. So I don't know. I wonder who's like
Yeah.
next.
I mean, I can't say. I'm not gonna say I hope it goes bad. I wish everybody would use Pump Fun for their. I mean, that's how Iggy became, all into crypto. At least in the past year and a half was because of Pump Fun. So, you know, I
Why
thought that would
didn't
be a
why
good.
didn't Iggy stream on Pump Fund?
I think part of the reason was because streaming wasn't as uh, well. They started streaming like a year ago, and then they canceled it because
Yeah,
people were self canceling themselves on stream. So Pump was like, okay, let's get rid of streaming for a little bit and focus on moderation. And then once they started streaming back up, they had migrated all their liquidity pools from the seeding, pre bond to to now bond to Pump Swap. And Iggy's had already bonded to Radium, did a ton of volume, made a bunch of money for Radium, and that's pretty much the only beneficiary of her liquidity pool. So if she used her original token to stream on Pump Fun, nobody would make any money except for Radium, which is now a competitor because of their Bonk Fun. And we did a deep dive into Bonk Fun back in August on our on our stream.
we
So
did. We did indeed.
you could see who won that battle. So
Ouch.
this is just me. This is me, the logic in me talking. So if she were to stream on Pump Fun using using that token, no money would be made for her. So aside from making a new token, like how can she make money streaming on crypto? So launching your own platform is definitely a bold task, but who knows? It could
She's,
work.
by the
Maybe you
way,
can take
she's
advantage.
not launching. She's advising on.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's somebody else's
yeah,
platform.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
else launched a new launchpad.
Yes,
Oh, here we go again with the launchpad wars. Oh, this is part two, I guess. Now the celebrities are coming in to take down Pump Fun.
I mean, do you think it's an attack on Pump Fun?
I mean, it's the same. It's the same. Basically, you're launching a coin, you get money off of trading fees or maybe sponsorship deals, and you're hiring streamers, so the streamers probably have to stream and talk about it, which is exactly what Pump Fun sought out to do for the longest. So I think if you're streaming on and promoting thrust rather than pump fun, that's taking some that's adding some competition to pump fun. So it would be nice
Competition.
if
It's
Neon
pretty
just went
good.
straight to pump fun and started streaming.
I mean, maybe they should have paid him more.
Maybe I think that's a good topic about how much Pump Fun pays to get people to stream for them. I feel like they could pay a lot more and get a lot more names, but
How much did they
you
pay
just have to be
Tim
smart.
Draper, for example? Because he's gonna stream Meet the Drapers.
That's a good question. I have no idea. Is Tim Draper enough to move the needle to get people to do it for free? That's the thing. Like they can pay billions of dollars to 10 streamers, but then nobody else is getting paid.
Who's got
Will they?
motion in CT then? Who's
Who
got
has
that?
what
Who's got that kind of motion in CT
to pay to stream or to actually come and stream on Pump Fun?
to come and stream and get paid, and then make people basically come
That's the
on
thing
board?
is it
People.
like I think that Pump Fun wants to expand beyond CT in terms of who is watching the streams and who is coming to stream. Just like Twitch and Kick are doing, you don't have to be in a certain community to be able to go stream on Twitch. You can do whatever you want to. So I hope
So
it's
CT
not
has no more
just
motion,
CT.
basically. So there's
Right.
no more
I think
motion
they've
left in
maxed
CT.
out.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we've maxed out CT's motion in terms like we already tried that. So let's expand it to the real
We're
world and let
cooked.
real people stream.
It's over. We're kind of losing. We're losing the only viral, like honestly, like ultra viral people. Like Trev is actually going mega viral, and he's just breaking through mainstream and not coming back.
Yeah. It's the optics of that. You know,
He's going
I,
viral.
I
I mean,
wouldn't want my bags to go up because of what Trev is doing if he was streaming on
regardless.
Pump.
I mean, obviously, regardless of the type of content, he's going
Yeah.
ultra viral.
Yeah, I think in order to do that, you don't need to be on CT for that. So maybe that goes back into what I see as a future of crypto streaming or Pump Fun streaming is that as long as you are aware that Pump Fun is an outlet for you to stream on, you don't have to actually stream crypto content. Just use the platform to stream. So I don't know if he stopped streaming on Pump Fun or if he like he's I think he's lost faith in Pump Fun
I think he
because
did. I mean, he's been kind of like treated like an outcast in some kind of way. But do you think he should get
yeah.
canceled? Because I mean, we called this stream getting canceled, right? But
Yeah,
the way media
my
and
bad. I
and
drifted away from the
entertainment, right?
topic.
What?
But yeah, in terms of getting canceled for Trev, what he does is worthy of getting canceled, but we've hit a part in our society that it's pretty much nobody can get canceled. So you can do whatever you want to, and there will always be people on your side that are rooting for you not to get canceled. So you'll always have that support. So
So I can say
if you
whatever, and I'm
say
not
one
gonna
thing,
get canceled.
yeah, we've hit the part where if you call for one person to get canceled, then you have somebody will argue that you have to call for person B, person C, person D to get canceled as well to justify person A getting canceled. And so I
If
don't think we're ready to go down that route to cancel everybody.
if
So we just
you
decided to cancel
if
nobody
you
at
were
all.
gonna get canceled, what would it be for?
If I were to get canceled, um, I don't know. There are some things that I did in my past on social media that I kind of would hope to not come out. But if it did, I don't know if that counts as getting canceled because it's my own action. So I think I would be defending myself for just being myself. And if they were cancelable, I would have to just acknowledge that. Well, I'm just a cancelable person. I don't know what it would be like if it was something I already did.
Chad
I would just have to accept.
should Franklin get canceled? Voted.
Oh, okay. I do have an example. So, my old Franklin is board account. You can go back and search for Utes when Utes drop. I sold my Utes allocation
Do you
like
have that
an
tweet?
hour into
Can you
an
find
hour
it?
into it, and I publicly tweeted about it. So I probably could have got canceled for that back then, but I justified it somehow. So that it did. What happened yesterday with ICO Beast reminded me of my Utes. But then it's like here we are 3.5 years later, and nobody cares about Utes anymore.
I
So like, was
mean,
it worth it?
it's deader than dead.
Yeah. And so that goes into like the whole discussion of airdrop farming, where we talked about before the stream. I hadn't, hadn't even brought it up yet, but airdrop farming and selling your airdrop, like um, to me, we have there's a hierarchy in crypto. There's people who will get all the TG deals like ICO Beast, the ethos score or whatever is so high that they'll get max allo for pretty much whatever they are asking for, whatever they are interested in getting. They just have to tweet about it. And there's people who tweet 100,000 times a day per week, and they have like 10 cents to their name, and they're just grinding whatever they can to increase their standing in Web3. They will get like 10 views on the tweet, but they're still trying and trying, and this could be their only net worth, and they might not have a job, or just struggling. And what do you do for those people when they get an airdrop that dramatically increases their net worth, but then you're asking them to still be a community member, and you can't do both. You have to sort of, the end game of crypto is going up to the ATM and pulling cash out of the ATM. You can't get from airdrop to increase your net worth without that step. And in order to get that step, you have to sell your airdrop. So as much as we want to have community members and uh, people to pump our bags, you're requiring them to not participate in the final step of crypto, which is going to the bank and taking the money out. So if people like, it's people like, I guess, us, who maybe have a little bit of higher standing, higher net worth, are relying on other people to be community members and hold the line, hold the bag, so that we can cash out. And then we
I mean,
get
there's always
mad at people
market
for
makers that
cashing out.
need to absorb that sell pressure at the end of the day. Like it's not
Yeah.
always
So,
the community at the end of the day, but like I mean, yeah, like it's controversial. I'm gonna say whatever, but like we're
yeah.
also here to make money. If you're getting an airdrop,
Yeah. So,
like at the end of the day, statistically it's an insta sell. If you've been around for a few years around here, you will learn,
yeah,
what I mean. Like, if I think
there's,
holding the airdrop is a noob mistake, and sorry, no, Mega, I will hold forever. Don't cancel my
oh man.
allocation. I
Yeah,
love you,
don't get
please.
canceled on your own stream about getting canceled.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
let's be clear.
But
You're
what
not
I'm
selling your
what
airdrop.
I'm saying is that like it's a bit of a noob mistake to like hold on to your bags. It's
Right.
okay to sell, but like you don't have to exit your position completely, because at the end of the day, not all of
Excuse me.
them, like most of the time it goes to zero. It dumps. There's always dump most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't, but then you can define like how much you want to exit. Are you going to be exiting like 80%, 60%? It's always good to have a moon bag, regardless of like what you're going to be doing. If it's free money anyways, you might as well, like, don't be greedy, just take it in. Although I have to say, like, that I've sold big airdrops
Yeah. So
without even
it's
thinking
definitely
about
like
it.
very,
I was just like,
yeah, it's very
sell that shit. Like,
it's very
yeah.
controversial and a lot of discussion, because we all have to make the money somehow. The money just comes from the money comes from somebody, it ends up in our pockets. How do we cash out on that income? And the best way to do it is to sell the airdrop. I
If
think
it's not
holding it,
you, it's gonna be someone else.
yeah, yeah, holding it makes you makes you nervous, because then somebody else is dumping on your head while you're being a community member. And so now the only way we are justifying for higher airdrops is we're relying on other people to be community members, not us. And that's a very, we can that's a very long discussion of like who should be the community members and who should be the ones cashing out the money.
I think the
That's a
team
very, very
the team needs to
good
put in
question.
place this is a team problem. It's not so much a user problem. The team needs to put in place incentives for people to hold long term. such as
Yep.
staking, vesting, like whatever it is. They need to find a way to incentivize people to hold longer. Then everybody has free will, and if they want to sell, they will sell. If not, they'll find a better reason not to. But at the end of the day, it's this whole thing of self-shaming airdrop farmers, and maybe this is not the best conversation. It's kind of like the elephant in the room. You don't necessarily want to talk about it because at the end you need to keep the hype running and you need to have people believe in something, and sure, but you have to be realistic. If you see this number suddenly appear in your wallet and it has a significant impact on your life, like, take that profit. What are you doing? Like, what are you
Right.
doing? You know what I mean? And I know it's hard, but like and you know it better than anyone, like seeing that number and round tripping is gonna have really tough consequences on your life, just because it's a what if, a what could have been, and like a lot of regret to have to like work through, right? So it is better to, especially if that number makes a change in your life. If it's just
Right.
peanuts, if it's like, and I'm not going to say number because it doesn't really matter. It's like proportionate to your net worth. But if it really has a positive impact on your life, like get that bag, like,
Right.
get yourself out of debt, like buy yourself something new. You need a new car, get yourself a new car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't huddle, like make it happen, because you don't know. It was hard enough for that airdrop to arrive there in that state with that sum, because probability, obviously, you're not going to get hit big every time, but you got there, right? So the chances of that being a successful like airdrop or whatever it is, like, are not that high. So you're already beating probability, right? So make sure you take profit. And that's just how it is. And then if you don't want to take everything, just have, a plan, decide how much you want to get. Is it, 80% out? Is it 30% out? Whatever it is. But especially for people that are like, seeing life-changing money in those airdrops, like, I hope you do, but please take profit, because you're going to really suffer consequences if you don't. But then again, we need community members, of course. Like, it's just not gonna be me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, like, okay,
Um,
there's the individual aspect of watching your bags round trip, and unfortunately for ICO Beast, it's gonna. I hate saying this because it happened to me. People, whether it's true or not, they'll make up an amount of money. Say, okay, ICO Beast tweeted that tweet costs him or whoever he's with um, a certain amount of money. I don't want to say how much money, but a lot of money. Um, people will just say, "Oh, that's the person who tweeted and lost this much money from tweeting." Like it can, the narrative can get really bad, and that can affect you personally if that's what you really care about, and also publicly if other companies are doing fundraisers, and how can you trust a person who is going to dump their who is advertised dumping their airdrop versus doing it under a rock, where what we all do. So
this happened
yeah,
with
it's
AVAX, by
unfortunate.
the way. This happened with AVAX. They
Oh,
remember
it,
those like meme coin pre-sales.
oh,
Cat
the
and
blob or something.
Cat and what was that called? Bubble,
Yeah, the pink one.
the pink, yes, the squid, the
Yeah, I think it's
squishy
like blob or something.
blob.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there was Cat, and they had a public leaderboard. I mean, leaderboard. They had a public sort of like website where they showed you, they sell shamed KOLs that were selling. The thing is, and I know that some of them then, obviously didn't get more opportunities because they sold. They were kind of like blacklisted from some opportunities. But the thing is, a lot of these people started seeing like six figs, on in their wallets. It's tough. Like, that's a
Yeah,
house, the down payment for a house. It's a flat. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's tough. What are you gonna do? Can you really blame them?
exactly.
Can you really blame them? Like, I get it, looks bad. Like, if you have influence, sure. But like, can you really blame them for like taking that? If they went and blew it off on like whatever they wanted, but still, like, I don't know. Who cares? Like, I just think everybody should just mind their own bags and like just do whatever
Uh,
they want.
I sort of want to put you on the spot, but I know you're invested in. Well, I don't. Yeah, I think you said you invested in Mega ETH, right?
Yeah, I
Before I
put in.
forget.
I got in. So I
Go ahead.
didn't get
So you got
all.
yeah, you got
I got in
um.
minimum allocation, so 2.5K. I didn't get all, but they're gonna refund me, and I got in the minimum.
So do you agree with the terms and conditions being that if you what's the word, address, or if you confirm or declare your intent to try to short it or hedge it,
I'm not
that you
American
lose
though.
your. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Not that you actually do it, but do you think that it's appropriate for a protocol to have those types of rules to make it even more centralized, where you can't even talk about your financial decisions with the airdrop?
I think that just has to do with like US legislation, not so much the protocol, to be honest.
Oh, okay. So it's just okay. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I
So
think
yeah.
that's just the US.
So do you think that should end up in getting canceled? Like, I guess you sort of answered it. Like, if that actually happened to somebody, which it did, should that mean getting canceled, or is it just bad rules for bad regulations?
I don't know. I just think if when there's a big person or at least someone with influence, it is not uncommon for that person to be made an example. They do it all the time. Same thing here in Dubai. Like if there's someone misbehaving that has some kind of like
Mhm.
following, they will take that person and they'll punish them like really hard to scare out of people. It's just how it is. And maybe, they'll get some deal afterwards or whatever, but like it's not uncommon. So I don't know.
I
I
I
don't know
did
the
see that take.
details. I don't know the details after that. Like, I mean, we can talk about it, but like I was kind of touching grass. So I don't
Oh,
really
okay.
know
That's fine.
that.
I did too.
No, you know what I mean? For like, we're just chatting here, people. This is like, maybe this isn't true. And like, I don't know what, but we're chatting.
Mental us
Like,
friends.
it's a chill convo. This is, we're just hanging out.
I saw a
But
take that since he's a lawyer, he was aware of the terms and conditions. So I DM'd him before the stream started to see if he was like really, was this a real loss for him, or was he like doing the lawyer stuff and like read it carefully and was like, oh, I ended up with way more allocation than I planned for. Let me see how I can lawyer my way out of it. And maybe getting canceled publicly, it was worth the risk, but at least he became better off in terms of legal speak.
that's weird because like you have the chance to not committing to your allo.
I saw somebody comment after that, and
Because like
then they
if
were
let's
saying
say I'm putting
you have
max
to cancel
allo,
your entire
I'm sending let's say I'm going all in
yeah.
186K, and then I realize that like yes I made it or they got me for like 100K whatever, I can still decide whether to like take it out. There's like a grace period
Do you
that
take out a
allows you to.
portion of it, or do you take out the whole thing?
I can
Can you like?
decide how much I keep it.
Oh, okay, wow. Did you know this is a side comment, unrelated, but did you know that the max allocation is the same as the speed of light in miles per hour?
Oh,
That's where they got the number from. 186,282. I learned that when I was in like super young, elementary school, and that number always stuck with me.
I
So when I saw it, I was in Japan. I
it's
saw it like the middle
nice.
of the night. I
It's a
was like,
nice.
oh, that's the speed of light.
It's a nice little touch. To be honest, like I mean, regardless of whatever is gonna happen, like I really like the magic key. Then what am I saying? I really like the mega ETH, feel and aesthetic. They
Okay.
have taste. They have a lot of taste, and the team has put a lot of intent into building that beautiful website. Just architecting this ICO. Like it's been done amazingly. Like it's perfect. So yeah, whatever happens,
That's
it's
good.
been nice at least to interact with something beautiful. That's all I need to say. Like at this point, like if the UI UX it looks nice, it's a cool website. Like I'm happy. And then if it makes you money, even better. But at least It's pretty.
My personal view as a top 0.01% VC since I got into Pump Fun. Um, so my allo for Pump Fun, only half of it I can pull out. So what am I trying to say? Oh, so a few minutes ago we were talking about, if you have life changing money, like how do you plan to sell it? Like, you have to sell some of it. Do you sell a certain percent of it? Well, if I signed up to only get half of it, meaning I'll never see the other half of it, it's equity in the company. I guess that's a good way of like doing both, right? Not to show my own bags, but I'm showing my own bags. Like if Mega Eve if they told you or other pre-sellers, hey, you will get certain percent of allocation, but then half of the allocation is baked into the company, and you'll never see those tokens. That could, so it forces you to diamond hand half of your allocation forever and become a community member. Because if I still have half my allocation in Pump Fun, I'll still be a Pump Fun community member, even if I decided to dump all my bags on. Well, I can't do it on day one. I have 4 years to do it. So in 4 years, if I dumped all my bags, I would still have half left over. So I can still bull post with having no liquid money in the game. So I wonder if that's a good strategy.
Honestly, from experience, at some point it fades off and you're tired and you're gonna move on to something that if the let's say
I should prepare to
hypothetically,
move on.
like very jaded, like from talking from experience here, like if the project doesn't do well, like you're gonna move on. And I guess it depends on how heavily invested you are. But if the project's not gonna do well, if you've invested in a company that's like, it's not what it used to be. And this is what like investing in company is. Like it's a lottery. Like you don't know. It's startup. It's super risky. So anyways, you still decide to do it and it's not going so well. Yeah, you own part of the company, but you probably have better things to do with your time that can actually give you better returns and like still trying to promote a company that's not doing well, right? That's just like down the line, say like worst case scenario, things don't happen. You're not going to waste your time. You're going to move on to something better that's not going to make you feel and remind you every day that you lost that money that you invested and you had high hopes, like, because it hurts. Trust me. So yeah, you're going to try to make it back and you will make it back in some other way. And there's always ways to make it back. But like, yeah, like time is precious as well, right? So that's kind of the thing. And you have to think, right? If the company isn't moving the needle, which they're meant to have a team, a founder with a voice, a company account, marketing budget, blah, blah. Like if you think as an individual, and not you personally, but like, if you think that you're going to be able to move the needle, most likely, and not the team, that's not the best scenario either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a red flag.
That's a mega red flag. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Don't be the last community member of a certain project.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Like we want community members, but just don't be the last one. Is the name of the game.
That's the Ponzi, right? No, but it's cool. I mean, there's good communities.
Instead of teaching how to trade, just say, hey, don't be the last community member and you'll be rich.
Just hang in there, stay what it feels like. And then some communities, there's nothing left except for the vibe and the people, and then you're good. But yeah, you have to, at the end, have goals. What is your goal? If it's to make friends online and have a good time and vibe, of course, like you don't need to listen to us. Just like, go do something else. But if your goal is to make money and grow your portfolio and grow in some kind of way, it's good to have goals and to know why you're doing things and not just like hanging there and like doing whatever. That's all pretty much, I guess. But then it's also cool to wonder sometimes. I mean, don't forget to have fun, but still, like, know what you're doing.
I'm trying to have more fun on here than my old account when I was just trading. And I mean, compared to like, just mood wise, yeah, it was miserable trying, thinking to myself, oh, I'm entitled to make this amount of money. I have to make this profit. I have to keep trading. Versus now, I can just like scroll in the feed and comment whatever I want to comment. I have a smaller account, nobody cares, and do streaming stuff like that. So it feels a lot better, even though it may not be as financially fulfilling. But then, like if Pump Fund 420x's, then
You've
I would
grown
make
a
it.
lot. You actually grown a lot. You're at like almost 8K here.
I
10K
know
soon.
I've done that without doing much crypto trading at all, like not even posting
Yeah,
about
which is
crypto, which
interesting,
is
right? Like you
yeah,
actually
nice
go,
accomplishment.
you have at least like one viral, like, bro.
That has an error. No, that has an error in it. I mean, they only has supposed to have 3 X's, not 4. But I quoted underneath another post and it got a bunch of views, so I'm gonna leave it up. Somebody corrected me this morning. I was like,
Yeah, of course, there's always a person that wants to be smarter. Yeah, like, excuse me, what are these numbers
look
here?
at yeah, I'm
Do I need to
yeah. So
start watching
I would
football?
film that. Yeah, I would film that at the game and then quote it like because the post I knew the highlight of it would go viral, so I would just post my view and be like, "Oh, I saw it live."
Oh, you
And
filmed this?
yeah, I filmed it. So like I don't know, my new iPhone makes me feel like NFL Films, which you probably don't know what NFL Films is, but NFL is the football league, and NFL Films started probably about 60, 65 years ago. And it's like it's like the filming arm of the league, and their camera work is so incredible that like it's like 20 times better than what you see right there because they're right on the field and they have slow motion cameras and stuff. But my new iPhone makes me feel like
I need a
a
new iPhone.
professional photographer, and I have no experience in that. But like the angles and the zoom I can get on that stuff is crazy
I need a
just
new
from my
iPhone.
hand. It's
This is
ridiculous. So
insane.
I like to go to the games and post videos so people can see like, okay, this is what it's like. It's fun to like post about it and talk on Twitter and stuff, but actually going to the game, here's what the experience looks like.
I mean, these boys are doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Does it
So
mean I need to start watching
hopefully,
sports now?
yeah,
Pah.
more sports content. And I have a Polymarket sports badge too, so I'm trying to like do more sports stuff.
That makes sense. How's Polymarket
Yeah.
doing?
I guess they're doing good. They keep seeing more people get badges. So if they can afford all these badges, they must have some money. Like
Just a bit.
there's a ton of badges. I'm just so glad I did it early. So I can say, oh, I was there from the beginning.
Well, Polymarket should sponsor a show, and then we're going
That's
to,
right.
and then we can
Yeah.
go live
We
bet.
talked about that.
Yes, that would be fun. And then we'll go live bet on Polymarket and see. And I'll start watching sports because I guess I have to now.
Are you still in touch with the baddies? Because they became a square profile picture and now they have badges.
I've seen the pink one.
They're legit.
Yes, I'm in touch with the baddies. I'm in touch with the Poly baddies.
Even if like regular Play Market doesn't sponsor, maybe the baddies can sponsor.
I just feel like, so this just like unrelated to this, but like I just feel like I don't want to get a badge on my account. I don't know why.
Do you think it's like a crypto coin, like having I tweeted this a while ago, like I don't want a badge is the new I don't want a crypto coin.
Like a creator coin? I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Either they pay well, because I do have like, on average, like I think like 20, 30K profile visits per month, and like I tweet a lot and I have like healthy engagement. It's hard to grow in terms of like number of followers because CT is like quite small at this stage, but like I have like my engagement is like really fucking good compared to other accounts. The thing is, like, I don't know, it's like it's a badge, right? And the fact that like you cannot remove it yourself, like,
yeah, that's kind of odd.
That is so fucked. It's like I am gonna be your billboard and I do not get to decide when that collab is over. It's just, I don't like it. So I'll think about it. For now, I'm fine badgeless. If I do see an opportunity for a good badge, I'll think about it. But yeah,
That's fine. I still consider you a poly baddie with or without your badge. So
I'm part of a group.
I yeah, I don't need a badge at all. I just like that I got a badge when I had like no motion. Like if I had my other account, of course, I'd probably be a ton of badge offers by now. But this one, I feel special about. Like, all right, well, I don't need to get paid for it. Just put the badge on, let me cook, and
But
then if I get sponsored stuff down the road with you, that'll make up for it.
we'll make it happen. About baddies, we actually launched a thing called Babesnet. Wait, let me share my screen. Here you go.
Let's see.
So
Is
this
that Holly or Bera baddies?
no, it's none of that. It's actually gonna the goal is actually to bring all the baddies, the babes, the angels, all the girls together, and basically map out all the girl communities that are in Web3. There's a big problem is that like, sometimes there's a lot of separations between different ecosystems, but most of the times people aren't necessarily just in one and would actually benefit exploring or meeting other people and especially other girls and so on, since we're not that many. And so we've mapped out basically most of the communities in Web3, and we've created a network which is Babesnet, and it's going to be a community, but most of all like a map pretty much of all the things to do for the babes, including projects. So any project which is created or led by a babe, it's going to be featured. If you're listening and you want to get featured, just like shoot me a DM. You can also apply.
I followed it and I wrote GM.
This is heaven for you, Franklin. So many babes. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's not. We love the bros, but this is like it's a place for the babes. And yeah, it's made
I
by.
mean, I love bros too, but there's different levels to that. So, I tend to think women are smarter anyway. I don't know where the whole male domination stuff comes from, especially on crypto Twitter. Like how do we get there? So anything woman related, I'm all in terms of supporting.
Appreciate it. If we ever get a badge, put on a badge. Like, you can.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to be too overly controlling or too overly like. I don't want to take any other real estate from baddies, but I will support.
Appreciate it.
I like to center. I like to be the one to center the baddies, not be the center.
Well, BabeNet is coming soon. We're finalizing the website, so we're gonna be launching it soon. And also, we've got some let's say initiation merch. I don't know if it's which is not merch, like some goodies
Nice.
that we will be giving to our first members. I won't be going to DEF CON, but Flo, who is my I guess co-founder in BabesNet, is going to bring some of them in DevCon. So if you're there in Argentina and you see Flo, yeah, just go get yourself a little Babesnet welcome pack. So we have some, and we'll be giving some also here. There's a couple of events happening in what's it called, in Abu Dhabi. So we'll be meeting the babes there. Maybe doing an event. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna be launching soon. So that's
Okay.
it.
I turned on alerts for Babesnet, so
There you
I'm
go.
ready.
Go turn on alerts. Everybody will follow the page. It's our new project. So yeah, pretty fun. Yeah, because like it's honestly it started from just we're part of like so many communities, and sure they need to be obviously tied to a chain or an ecosystem and so on, but if there's a lot of people that are multi-chain and want to meet other people, so it's sometimes really complicated to find that place where if you want to find out where are the communities, how to join, there's very limited information about it. So we wanted to map out this and also map out events so that, like, for example, if let's say I'm traveling by myself to a conference, I want to know what events are happening that are specifically obviously going to be just for the babes. So that's the idea. Not a man hater community, of course, like, but sometimes you just need to have your little space. I know there's a lot of the bros that are, a bit sad that they're not they can't be part of Babesnet, but I guess we'll have a ally. Yeah. Franklin, you can be our Babesnet ally leader.
Sure, I'll take
Or
that.
you should create a
Yeah, I
bros
mean,
net.
I just want
One
to make
bros
sure. Yeah,
net.
I just want to make sure the babes are properly treated because
One bros
yeah, there are
net.
guys out there who just don't want to see the babes succeed. That's not we're not gonna go anywhere without that.
Well, we're gonna do it
That's just not who I
anyways.
am.
But one bros net.
Rosenet. I mean, I could start something like that. That see the thing with me, I just had that would require me to be like friendly, super friendly to like all bros, and just haven't gotten there yet. Man, I'm more friendly to the babes than the bros.
It's way
Some of the
easier.
bros, some of the bros, I'm just like, don't want to deal with you. Leave me alone.
No
So
bros
I
net
have to
anytime
change my
soon.
mindset to like welcome all bros. I gotta fix myself there.
All right, no bros net anytime soon,
No,
unfortunately.
not for me.
No.
I don't. I mean, I'll join a guys club, but even then, I'm just like, I, I might be. I'm more antisocial with men than I am with women.
I mean, I feel like
I
that's kind of
just, I don't
a,
know. I feel like that's human nature. I thought that was human nature, but maybe it's just me.
I don't know,
There's some guys on here who
personality.
just guys all the time.
Personality. I don't know. I don't
You're right.
think it's fine.
Like as soon as Poly Baddies hit, I was like, oh, that's like crack for me. So I've
Yeah, but
engaged with like
they let,
longer posts.
I mean, they let bros in, so it's a polybaddies and bros.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, well,
We still don't
I
know
don't
who the
want to be
intern
around.
is, huh? I asked if the
Oh,
intern's a bro.
we don't know who they are.
I mean, I asked them it.
I thought I knew, but maybe not. Maybe I think the person who I thought it was is just a regular person, not the actual intern.
There's a
Just like
guy,
it.
there's a dude that helped them set up, but the intern is apparently not a
Interesting.
bro. Because I asked, they said they just want to keep they have a regular job and they don't want to be doxxed. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
Yada yada yada. The usual story. Like I've never heard this before in my life for sure.
Well, that's what BabesNet is for, to allow for at least now we know who's running
But
BabesNet.
yeah, but the thing is like, and so obviously this is something we spoke about internally, and are we not going to feature women's community that are managed by men? Are we gonna be
Which
that
one is
strict? I don't know. I don't.
you talking about for BabesNet or for Poly Baddies?
I mean, for Babesnet, like we're obviously going to
Oh,
have. There's gonna be some
um,
quality and control, and obviously we're not gonna just feature dodgy communities or whatever. Like there needs
right.
to be, it needs to be. The point is the number one thing is to create a safe space for women, right? Like we don't want any predatory behavior, anything like that. And a lot of the
No.
times, obviously you never know, right? So, but the thing is, okay, poly baddies, they don't want to say who's behind it. It's not very transparent. Are we not going to feature them? No, I don't think we're like that kind of.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
see
Like
where.
I don't think we're that
Yeah.
kind, like, cuz they're still
Um,
girls. They're growing the community. Of course, it's tied to business. Like it doesn't really matter. It can be a team. But,
yeah, I
if
think
we do see
just
dodgy behavior or predatory behavior, we will flag it, and, for sure. We're not the
yeah,
police here,
don't
but
yeah, if it's clear that Poly Baddies is just exploiting, women from a person a male at the top, then yeah, that's not a good look. And so you should call them out for doing that. And then also
Which
don't
I don't
discriminate
think.
either.
Which, by the way,
Oh,
I'm not saying
no,
that.
no,
I
no.
think they
But
are.
yeah,
I think they are
we're only
growing
going from the fact that
community.
we don't have to rent it. But
It's
if there is a woman or group of women in a project that is led by a man, I think you can still feature the women. You don't have to like highlight that, oh, the man's leading it. But you can say, you can give a woman's perspective, and share, how they've benefited from a certain project that is led by a male. And then on top of that, of course, feature the ones that are led by women as well. But as long as the focus is on women in general, I think it'll do well.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah, if
for
there's a
sure. I do think like, and just because we're talking about polybaddies, I do think they are building a community. So the goal is obviously like to feature and highlight these communities so that people know what's happening, which communities are alive, like who are potentially giving opportunities. I know they've been giving out merch and so on to people. So these are like cool things that I guess people would enjoy and so on. So this is the kind of things that, we want to feature and highlight and tell people that are happening. Because sometimes if you're not really in the know and you're not 24/7 online like we are, like a lot of people, aren't full-time in crypto. It's hard to keep up with everything, but you still want to have a pulse on
right,
what's happening and be aware and make connections. Because at the end of the day, it's, the right group chats can change your life, you know?
exactly.
So that's
And then
something.
yeah, you never know. Like somebody's journey could start. They could be crypto, like not even in crypto at all, and they join Polybaddies, and then they start doing prediction markets, and then they
They
like
start
Polybaddies
gambling.
so much, even if they don't know who runs it, they got them into crypto, and then that could lead to different avenues and being featured with you guys. So even if they got started with poly market or poly baddies, that shouldn't be the only thing that they're tied to. They can always be featured elsewhere.
I mean, I wouldn't assume a community is run by just one person, but anyways,
Yeah,
I just looked at the time and it's like 1 a.m. I'm
yeah,
gonna like
it's getting late for you.
I'm gonna switch off soon because
Um,
otherwise I
Feel
always
daylight.
get so pumped up after these streams. Like I will not be able to like sleep. I have my lights here.
Be
My
careful
brain is
now.
like
On
switched on. I can like literally just go for a walk now. I need to chill. I'm gonna
Yeah,
read.
going to sleep. We can. I'm pretty much free. This is a good time, at least for now. Um, I got to see how busy I am with work. But yeah, if you're ever eating dinner again and need to let off some energy streaming, I'll be here.
Let's do it. So down. And then obviously we'll be keeping an eye out on what's happening in the markets. This is your live commentary. Like the commentary on CT.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me. It's like well past lunchtime, so it's like the middle of the day. So it's like, all right, let me see what happened in the morning and comment on it. Especially with today's events with getting canceled. That was huge. Like that's we're not going to see the end of that for a while. I think that's going to be the main character type discussion for if we stream tomorrow. We still talk about this. I think.
I mean, it doesn't seem like there's much else happening right now. So
No.
we'll see. But anyways, it's been fun. Honestly, appreciate everybody that's been like tuning in and joining in the chat. It's always fun to like hang out. Yeah, we'll be on soon again, obviously, and we'll see you guys very soon. Bye. Ciao,
Sounds
Franklin.
good. You have a good night. Get some rest.
See you. Ciao.
Take care.
Bye bye.